Hello everybody, it's your old pal Tuna here, and welcome back to another video. If it is your first time here on the channel, yes hello, my name is Tuna. I'm an illustrator and comic maker from Canada, and here on the channel I share all about my life as a full-time artist. Now, this week we have a studio vlog for you. Me and my partner here, Mark, we are getting ready to leave for 2 weeks for a holiday to Japan, literally trip of a lifetime. So excited to go. But before we do, we have tons more to wrap up, and he's giving me a hand here as well. So the first task on the docket this week is to wrap up my Pintopia crowdfunding reward situation. So Pintopia was a crowdfunding collaboration event run by BackerKit, which is sort of like a Kickstarter. The gimmick was that a whole bunch of artists and creators were launching crowdfunding campaigns at exactly the same time, and then you'd have like a partner where if someone, a backer, pledged to your campaign and to your partner's campaign, they would get a free extra pin from both you and your partner. So that happened back in April, and you know, manufacturing, one thing leads to another, and it took until just now here in August to get all the pins and all the rewards and all the packaging supplies together. And so once I had everything in hand, I knew I could not take a holiday without having this off my plate. I don't know if you guys ascribe to the burner theory in your mind, where if you have stuff going on the back burner, it just like drains you of psychic energy knowing that you have stuff to do that you haven't actually accomplished. So this was a big one that I wanted to get off of my plate so that I could go forward into my holiday with no issue. Now, the pins all came out super cute. There were 95 total packages to send out, and I don't have a lot of experience with sending things out in bulk like this, so it was definitely kind of a nerve-wracking experience. I made some spreadsheets, which is always very helpful, and exported all of the information that was available to me from BackerKit in order to try my best and make sure everyone got exactly what they paid for. I already know one person didn't, but of course I am always willing to send out replacements for people who are missing anything. It's never an issue for me to make up for the mistakes that I make, but it was very fun picking out. In the campaign I had 4 different designs, and then you could get like 1 or 2 or 3, or of course the full set of 4, and then I offered some add-ons such as prints, stickers, sticker sheets, and patches.
Okay, here we go. So, like, you saw me struggling at the start.
Yeah.
So you fold this short edge. And you fold it there. And you tip this in. And you tip that in.
Wow.
Bam!
Mock speed. I'll be honest, I don't think I would use BackerKit again, or I don't even know if I would crowdfund again. I find the whole thing very anxiety-inducing, with the whole people are kind of like waiting for you. They've given you the money, and you know, you have their money as you wait to fulfill their rewards for them. And also I found that BackerKit had a really robust back end as like the creator and the campaign managers, tons and tons and tons and tons of information and little menuing and categories that is way too much for my particular brain to handle. I like clean, like I can't even go into a Discord server that has more than like 20 channels and not just immediately mute everything because I'm totally overwhelmed by it. So I don't know, your mileage may vary. I definitely know people who prefer it over Kickstarter. They do have excellent customer service and they're very attentive as a business to their creators. So I'm not out here blaming BackerKit for like not being good or anything like that. I just feel that this sort of system is not built for a little brain and a little guy like me. And I knew I was going to make mistakes, and that's all just part of the process. But on the flip side, it is so fun to pack up like 95 orders all at once. I wanted to make sure they were super cute, so I ordered this blue starry tissue paper to kind of match the space theme, wrap everything up in a nice little package, including adding the nice backing cards for the enamel pins and cute little stickers of my little alien OC to keep it all together. And then I elected to purchase these tiny boxes, which are called slot boxes. That's like a TM local company here in BC makes them. They're designed to fit in letter mail in Canada, so that's primarily what I use them for, is to fit so I can send at a considerably reduced cost within Canada. But I have like tons of them that I bought specifically for this purpose to pack all of these up. So while they're a little on the expensive end for packaging side, I decided to just blow through the boxes, make sure all of the packages were uniform, just easier that way. I think that's all I have to say about this whole process. If you have any questions about Pintopia or Kickstarters or BackerKit, definitely leave them below. I'm not super experienced, but I'd be happy to share what I can with you. I know, but oh my god. I've mentioned it before that I have like nightmares about like opening the door and all of the Patreon mail being like dumped. Yeah. We did it. Everything is done. This task that has been on my mind in the back burner since I think April was when this campaign was launched, and then it's like waiting for production and ordering packaging and all that jazz, but it is now complete and 95 packages are ready to go tomorrow. I will take them to the Chit Chats, which is like this alternative shipping provider here in Canada. I don't really know how it works, but it's like 30% cheaper than just shipping through Canada Post, so I'll take it. That is it for that task. There is still plenty more to complete this week, but I don't know what's next, so we'll see. For now, I'm just gonna take a shower and refresh myself and feel human again. Hello everyone. So the next phase of my week before my 2-week vacation is to pack down my Makers display. And if you don't know what Makers is, it's basically like a rental shop where creators can rent space and sell their products. And I have now tried 2 different locations of the Makers shops, and unfortunately, I just haven't been seeing the results that I guess that I wanted. Ultimately, I am not making enough profit to justify the amount of work that is going into maintaining and keeping stocked my Makers shelves. Your mileage may vary. A lot of people have had success with that type of business model. A lot of my friends seem to do pretty well. I'll drop a little voiceover in the next bit and kind of go over some of my more advanced feelings about the whole thing, but yeah, headed down to go pack it up. I have my trusty little suitcase and my dad's gonna come pick me up so I can bring my shelf back. And when we're done, that is just going to leave prepping the apartment for our departure. I'm a big fan of a clean apartment when I leave on a trip, so when I get back, I don't immediately feel the soul-crushing reality of my possessions. And I'm not filming this part because it would be kind of weird to filming, but I've also pre-recorded 2 videos that will need to be edited, as well as this one that you will see in a few days. So I know this one is a little bit of a voiceover heavy video. I am sorry about that, but I have to get my feelings across to you in the best way that I can, keep you entertained while you watch the visuals. But yeah, so I'm packing down Makers, and it is a little bit bittersweet because at the end of the day, I do enjoy the experience of having my work in a retail location, and there have been some ups and downs. If you've been following my channel for a while, you might know that this was the second location that I had set up in, and things were definitely going better at this location, but I did the math, and the math just wasn't mathing when it came to profits, and yeah, so here I am. The other problems that I was having with this particular setup is theft. You see those patches there? I on record sold maybe 2 or 3 of them, but I had brought at least 15 there. So there's 2 left. That's like 5. So according to my calculations, at least 10 went missing. And it's hard to say if maybe their POS system just wasn't correctly identifying items, or in a rush people were just ringing stuff in as like a sticker sheet when it was in fact a patch because the price is the same. I don't know what to say about that, but theft is a huge risk in retail situations, and while it wasn't enormous, it's definitely enough to put a damper, and when margins of profit are so exceptionally slim, every little piece adds up. And then I was thinking, like, all of this merchandise that I bring here, if it's all net zero, then wouldn't I be better served to save that merchandise to sell at conventions or on my own online shop, stuff like that? So it's my opinion that this particular business model isn't for me. I would love to do more retail in the form of consignment or just simply wholesale, consignment being a profit share when sales are made between the store and the creator, and wholesale being where you are selling your product directly to the retailer at a discounted price and they keep all of the profits, whereas here at Makers, I pay like a rental fee for my space and then I keep all of the profits. But like, I did the math over the months that I had been in this location, and I was only up 400 Canadian dollars, and that's not even accounting for the actual cost of the products that we're selling. So yeah, basically nothing. And I kind of feel like I was in a quit while I'm ahead sort of mind space, and I sort of impulsively pulled the plug, but I don't think any regrets. And yeah, on to bigger and better things. I really just got a like word of warning that Makers seems like a good idea, but like don't rely on it as any sort of profit generator, any of these rental space type like maker things. But the thing is I know so many people who are doing so well. Like, here are a few other booths that look great, of course, of some people that I know whose businesses are thriving here at Makers. And while we don't talk specifically, you know, what are they doing right that I'm doing wrong? Who's to say? How'd your nose get so pink? Little squiggle. Little squiggle. Hey, don't do that. The baby. You are so silly. What's your favorite toy? Yeah. All right, everyone. Last and final voiceover pop-in here. So one of the things that I really wanted to do before leaving for my trip was try and get the apartment as clean as I possibly can. I don't know about you, but returning home from a holiday to a clean apartment is like everything. And I want the cats to be as comfortable as possible while we're gone too. They will be babysat in various forms of being as attended to as humanly possible by a tribe of people. The whole village taking care of the children while we're gone, and cleaning the bathroom was also just something like I needed to do, so please don't judge if you notice that the bathroom is rather dirty as I am cleaning it here, and also please don't judge my cleaning techniques. We are all out here doing our best. But I just wanted to like hype up the Japan trip a little bit. We are going to Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto. We are gone for 2 weeks. We will be doing everything and anything. We have a very loose itinerary in terms of where we're going to go and some ideas for what we want to do, but we know that there's going to be so much that we won't be able to accomplish, that setting up any expectations is something we're trying to avoid so that we're not disappointed or rushing around too much or like feeling like we're sacrificing things that we had planned to do. But for the most part, we're big into like culture. So walking around in the cities, seeing museums, art museums, whatever museums, that is my favorite thing to do when traveling. And not to mention all of the shrines and all that cool stuff that we have nothing like. The cats were very interested in helping me clean the bathroom, by the way. Terrible devils trying to get into the chemicals. How dare they? But yeah, I think like it's all going to be a bit of a surprise in terms of what actually plays out, so stay tuned. I do intend to do some vlogging, definitely stuff that's going to be like more art related or like kind of on topic, not just like generic travel vlog type stuff is my plan. And hopefully get at least a couple of videos out of it. But while I'm gone, do not despair. I have 2 excellent videos timed for your viewing pleasure, so you will not miss your old pal Tuna while she is off on her adventure. And oh, Flapjack, hello. Did you just come to say hi? Yeah, you're a baby. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just trying to wrap up all of this here. Make sure you guys get a little something to watch today. Sorry if it's not the best video I've ever made in my life. And on to the next big adventure. I have been like planning my year around knowing that this break was coming, and it's so weird to feel like not only is it here now, but like when I get back, everything is gonna start fresh again. Hello? Hello? Is anybody there? Hello guys, okay, it's Sunday Tuna here. We are in a mad dash to try and get ready for our trip tomorrow, so I am just gonna leave you off here. The vlog was a little bit all over the place, not the most perfect piece of art that I've ever put out, but thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Very quick shout out to all of my patrons over on Patreon, but we're not gonna get into that. I do just wanna say, if you do wanna follow along with our trip to Japan starting tomorrow, I will be posting mostly on Instagram while we're gone, so in my stories about what's going on day to day. So you can follow me over there at Tuna Snaps, but it is the morning of this video going up and I still have to add all the music and all that jazz. So stay sparkly, don't let the cruel world dull your shine, and I will see you next time. Bye.